from Soldier Field in Chicago. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. Things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss.
They'll run on first down. Ward, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goodrich. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Goodrich. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Goodrich. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Rowe caught. It's Wilson. Coming up, they got 8 yards there. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rowe, he finds his man, complete. It's Vasquez. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Rowe. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On 1st down. Rowe. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Rowe, flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instincts sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goodrich. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Goodrich. He finds his man, complete. That's Berry. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Goodrich. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw on 2nd down, Goodrich. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a 1st down.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly. But that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw. Goodrich. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So it was 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us? Let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rowe out to the right here to Wilson. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goodrich over the middle, complete. That's Jackson. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Goodrich, and his throw here is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw, Goodrich. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So a 1st quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Goodrich. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Looking to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Back to throw. Rowe. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. A chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goodrich. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. It's Ward. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Now a handoff up the middle. Dempsey. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Now it's Swift. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on third down. Goodrich. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Looking to throw. Goodrich. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to throw. Goodrich. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 10 yards out, and they are able to add on to their advantage. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now stands at 13. That time a 9-play drive, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. 21-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing to start the drive. Rowe throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Looking to throw. Rowe finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Rowe. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still at a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build, he could minimize that disadvantage, and he more than held his own and hauled that one in right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Rowe being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's their quarterback. 32 yards. And the Falcons are back within a score. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Goodrich. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Bears on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Goodrich. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it. On the ground with Ward. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Goodrich. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Throwing on 3rd and long. Goodrich. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here comes the Bears punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Off play action. Rowe. He finds his man, complete. That's Vasquez. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun. Rowe. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Vasquez. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And they're going option play on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Throwing on 1st down. Rowe. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The throw over the middle, taken in. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the gun on 3rd down, Rowe. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st down, Rowe. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down. He's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how.
Touchdown, Falcons! From 17 yards out. And the Falcons go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The final shot before break. Goodrich. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Tampa Bay taking on Carolina in the NFC South. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front. The Bucs trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. The 49ers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. The Lions trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Rowe. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. From the gun on 3rd down. Rowe flushed out right. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. off the play fake. Rowe. Throw left side complete. That's Vasquez. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. To throw on second down. Rowe. And finding the tight end Wilson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Rowe. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple to try to slow down this offense. It has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Eluding the pressure right. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Second and 1. He finds his man complete. It's Vasquez. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off play action. Rowe. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Back to throw. Rowe. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Point after here coming up. And with that, the lead is plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. Throwing on 1st down. Goodrich. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions, and then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Looking to throw on second down. Rowe. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Rowe. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but
that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Moore. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goodrich. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. To throw on 2nd down. Goodrich. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Goodrich trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And he And takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out, and as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears now ready to take over again. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, it's Ward. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and he's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Back to throw. Goodrich. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barry. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Goodrich over the middle, completes this to Ward. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Goodrich. He finds his man, complete. That's Brown. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. It's Ward. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. On second down now, it's Ward. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Goodrich. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I'm glad you're with